take him over. And guess what? Obama was the best gun salesman in the world. Actually, John, you like my conspiracy that Obama works for the gun companies in order to sell more guns. And now they were like, the gun companies got together and like, how do we sell more guns? We have sold so many guns to the Republicans, they can't afford it anymore and they can't even store them anymore. We sold them gun safes on top of the guns.
I agree, Obama.
And so now they said, how do we get the other side to buy as many guns as the first side? Because these golden toilets aren't going to pay for themselves, John. This private jet, have you bought jet fuel, John? I don't think you have. That's why we've got to sell some guns to people who don't own them. And we filled the other people up. They don't have any space left. They're taking out storage units to put gun safes and guns inside those safes and put them in storage. So the plan is, all right, we need somebody who's going to scare the crap out of the Democrats so we can start selling them guns. Bada boom, who is it? Donald Trump. Best gun salesman to Democrats ever.
That is true. That's how I think Trump really got elected. Is you look at Obama and you break a few things down. You don't really know where he came from.
That's true, John. That's good.
Yeah, you don't know where he came from.
He's got that foreign-y look to him. And
Yeah.
a foreign-sounding name, too. I'm suspicious.
And nobody knew who he was, and then one day he was there, and then one day he was president.
Boom. President, like that.
I think sometimes his messages were too good to be true.
I think so.
And so, I'm sure there's others, but those two it will work. And then you had Trump came along, who everybody knew where Trump came from.
That's right.
Because he'd been around forever, and his messages weren't too good to be true. They were just like downright awful.
It was like just the opposite storyline.
The pendulum swung.
That's really, actually, that's pretty insightful to think. It's the exact opposite.
Exact opposite.
Obama was unknown, super, what's the word when you say?
Elusive?
Eloquent, super
Oh, yeah.
lucid and eloquent and full of hope and good stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have Trump, who's super well known and full of all, not the puppy dog's tales. What's the first one?
Brutal, blunt.
Brutal, blunt.
Aggressiveness.
Yeah. That is a good insight, John. I did not think about that.
Well, that could be how they won. It was like, oh, am I going to win this? And somebody was like, we've done some analysis, and if you're the exact opposite of Obama, you'll win.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but the thing is people knew, everybody knows, more or less, that Trump, as far as his character goes, everybody knows he's a liar.
Oh yeah, he was a liar before he was president.
Yeah, we've all known he's a liar. We've all know he's a dick, but we all know he wins.
He does. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the '80s when we would crush the commies. That's really what I see. I see him in a blue jean jacket with a big American flag, crushing commies. Except the irony is that supposedly the crazy bucket now is full of Russian conspiracies, which is totally hilarious in like the narrative. In the narratives that I look at, it's totally hilarious. Like crushing commies, but now he's a commie. I mean, it doesn't get any better.
Yeah, it is something else. It is something else. So let's get some closing thoughts here. So let's pose the question this way. Through all these years of learning through media, what takeaways do you have? What takeaway and what bit of advice for the future? All in 2 minutes.
All right. I'll wrap up mine and then John will give his thoughts. So I truly believe now that the news, what we think of as news, whether you take it from the culture or literally from like NBC, CBS, whoever, it's not real in a sense of, does it affect my life? And does it mean anything? Or is it this big, huge idea in your head that's negative? And that's what I'm starting to see now, that there's just a big, huge, it's a big, huge bucket that you got your own bucket and they're just giving you stuff to fill it. Like it's just a big silly game. I'm sure there's some parts that are real, but honestly, I can't tell if it's real or not. I've never met Donald Trump, Obama, Clinton, Reagan. I've never met the Russians over there. I've never met any of these people or had them affect me in any way. So really, it doesn't do me any good to fill up my buckets unless I'm literally going to go over to this country and see what's going to happen, or I'm literally going to have it impact my life in a meaningful way, and most of the time it doesn't. So my closing thoughts is, when you watch the news, take into consideration your buckets might be full of crap.
Yeah.
John, how about you?
I think what I've learned over the years is that media is stupid. And that's filling
That's
up
a
my own
mic drop.
bucket. It really is, and we'd almost be better without the news. We'd probably be a lot better. We'd be a lot happier. But, but then we want to be informed and we want to know what's going on. God bless. That's good. It's a good thing not to know what's going on, because anytime we watch the news, anytime we look at shit on TV, we are just getting away from what's real. And what's real is reaching out and being like, yo, like, this is real. Mike is real.
He's touching my shoulder for all of our listeners.
Yes,
I
I'm
feel
touching
like
his shoulder.
It is real.
And that's real, and that's what we forget when we watch television. It's an escape, but it's an escape to somewhere that's dramatic and scares us and reminds us that the world is a scary place, and it's a brutal place. But the truth is, most of the things around you are warm, and they're real, and they bring good energy if you give them good energy. And if we continue to give our good energy to the television or to the newspaper or to the internet, then the energy we're getting from the people that are close around us probably isn't going to be as good as it could be. So hopefully
Amen.
we can...
That's totally... That's. I think we're both seeing that half of the shit is not real. It's real, but is it real? You get my drift, John?
Oh, yes. I'm looking around. I'm seeing flowers. I'm seeing a fake Matterhorn, ironically, but you know, that's real. That's way more. That fake Matterhorn is a lot more real than your top media stories today.
I agree.
And you know, I say God bless. We shouldn't feel guilty for watching media, but maybe the next time somebody close to you is cold, giving off like a cold
Media fill
aura,
bucket.
yeah, then realize that perhaps part of that's you. And don't put it on yourself, but make it a priority to put off more warmth, because you are the world around you's sun.
Amen. We're out till next time. More fake news coming at you.
Ow!
Yeah?
Oh, I thought I would crush on my knee. That hurt.
Obama was the best damn gun salesman in the world. Boom.